So for number 5, it says that a pool holds 1,200 gallons of water if it drains at a rate of 150 gallons per hour. That means 150, and the number of hours is what I'm going to be multiplying. The word per means multiply. Write a function rule to describe the amount of water, W, after a certain amount of time, T. Hour is a time, so I know in my function rule I'm going to have 150 times T. And that comes specifically from the word per. The other thing you want to look at in this case is the water is draining from this pool. So if water is draining, you have to ask yourself, am I putting more water in or am I taking water out? If you think of your bathtub and it drains, the water is coming out of that. So you're not adding water, you're subtracting water. So you're going to be subtracting this because it says drains. It also starts with water in it, 1,200 gallons of it to be exact. So it's going to be that 1,200 gallons minus 150 gallons times the number of time. That's going to equal the amount of water in it. You always need both variables in your function rule, and you always need the equal sign in your function rule. In this case, we're calculating, or this equation is equal to W, so the dependent variable is the amount of water, and the independent variable is time. A little hint. If you have any aspect of time in your problem, whether it's minutes, seconds, hours, weeks, years, months, days, anything that has to do with time, it's always independent. We can never have time be dependent because time doesn't wait for anybody, doesn't wait for anything. Time just happens. It's independent of all else, so time will always be independent. Now that we have our function rule, we're going to use it to see how much water is in the pool after 5 hours. So T equals 5. So I'll take 1,200 minus 150 times 5, and that will equal the amount of water. Quick math in my calculator tells me that there are 450 gallons of water left after 5 hours. Number 6 says that you're riding on a bicycle. The number of calories you burn depends on the number of minutes you pedal. So dependent here, there's your dependency statement. Depends on. The number of calories you burn has to be your dependent variable. And the number of minutes is your independent variable. Writing my function rule then, if you burn calories at a rate of 7 calories per minute, calories per minute, 7 is with the word per, and it's minutes. So I'm going to take the 7 times the number of minutes, which they define to me as T. I haven't started by burning any calories, so I don't have any number I need to add or subtract in this case. That's equal to the number of calories burned. So your function rule is 7 times the number of minutes equals the number of calories burned. So if you have been going for 25 minutes, T equals 25. 7 times 25 equals the number of calories that you have burned. So you have burned, after 25 minutes, you have burned 175 calories. The last problem says that the price, P, of a club's membership is $30 for an enrollment fee and $12, here's our keyword, per week. So I'm going to multiply 12W, which we said was weeks, to be a member. The price is, P equals, price is $30, and means I'm going to add 12 times W. Since I have this set up as P equals, P, or the price, is my dependent variable, W, or the number of weeks, is my independent variable. Now when 5 hours pass, that means W equals 5. That should say weeks. That is a typo on my part. So when 5 weeks pass, and this is a whole typo, not how much water is left, but how much do you owe the club? Easy fix. And we calculate that by putting it into my function rule. The price that I have to pay the club is going to be equal to the $30 enrollment fee plus $12 times the number of weeks, which we said was 5. So after 5 weeks, you pay the club 30 plus 12 times 5, $90. Make sure you get your homework from your sub tonight. It'll be collected tomorrow.